Hello, I just thought I'd come on here and talk about why I combined my microlocs, sisterlocs, and the results of combining them, creating my own method. I went on YouTube and I researched and I combined a bunch of methods because I could not find one method that I thought looked good where the locks, were strong and healthy looking. So after, combining different methods, this is the result of my new traditional locks. I used to have about 450 microlocs and now I have 55. And I just wanted to contribute to the YouTube community because I cannot find a video where the combined locks looked good. Like I saw a few methods. There was one that I tried some of these, and there was one that I tried. It was combining your microlocs, literally just two strands twisting them, and it just did not work. There was a woman on here who eventually cut off all her locks. Like her page kind of stops. She stopped making videos now, but she cut off all her locks after having them for so many years. But that was after she combined them, and she did the 2-strand method and then used a crochet needle to combine her locks. But it just was not forming well, and she said she was having problems with breakage and thinning. So I feel like the combining with the 2-strand twist, something about that was affecting the integrity of the locks. So I created my own method. Like I said, I'm 2 months now with the traditional locks after implementing my own method, having come from 450 microlocs to, 55 locks. I am 4C hair. I'm a 4C, my hair texture is 4C. And when I first did my microlocs, I installed them myself. It was during COVID, and I'll put like a picture here. I may just do a slideshow at the end of the video to show the progression. And I had about 450, almost 500 microlocs. And in the beginning, it looked really good because my hair is 4C, so it has natural volume and it's quite dense. I'm Nigerian, the hair was tougher than Nigerian hair. But as time went on and my locks were actually forming, because when your locks form, they condense and they get heavier. As that was happening, my hair was thinning. So I wasn't getting the cute twist. And I did my microlocs with 2-strand twists. I wasn't getting that full, strong looking afro of twists anymore. It was starting to have like thinning places along the shafts of the lock. It was starting to look scalpy. You see, I don't look scalpy no more. It was starting to look scalpy, and I just started to look at videos of women with traditional locks, and I was seeing how healthy their hair looked, how full their scalp looked. How full the hair on their scalp looked. And I just started to fall out of love with my microlocs. I think microlocs are beautiful, but I think my hair texture was not supporting it, or my hair type was just not supporting it long term. So I decided to shift gears. And the way I got the idea on how to combine my locks and the method that I eventually used was I would do extensions. So after I combined my microlocs into 2-strand twists, and I'll show you, it was cute, but it was just not giving me the volume, and it was looking scalpy, and it was making me really self-conscious. Like I would do reties and you would just see scalp, and that's not how my hair usually is, even when I had them as tiny, tiny locks. So I didn't like that 2-strand twist method. But like I was saying, what gave me the idea to do it this way was I would do faux locks. So I would put extensions to my 2-strand twist locks, and I noticed over time, like I would have these faux locks in for like 3 months, and I'll show you 3 to 4 months, not 4 months, that's too long. I would have it for like 3 months, and I noticed that as my hair was growing out, it was just looking quite natural. It was looking quite natural to the faux locks, and everything looked natural. Like it kind of looked like my real hair. People would think that it was my hair, but it was, synthetic hair. Obviously you can't put synthetic hair in your head. Your hair will reject it over time. But it looked, after 3 months, when my roots will grow, it just looked more and more natural. So that gave me the idea that how about I do faux locks on my locks? Like, how about I use this method on my micro locks to form my traditional locks? And so that's what I did. I literally, these partings that I have, which are not the best, because I had, you know, I did the sister lock grid method, but I did my own locks. But obviously when I'm doing traditional locks, it can't be all perfect with the sizing because my micro locks were different sizes as time went on. So I thought, how about I just, you know, do the same method? And so let me just cut straight to it. What I did was I took like 6 micro locks, and it depends on your hair density and it depends on your hair type. But for me, I kind of used common sense and I kind of felt through my hair. And one thing to note before I jump into it, one thing to note is if you try this method, let your hair grow out. Let your hair grow out for like 3 months. And so you have new growth. It will look a lot more natural. I was so impatient. I let it grow out for like 2 months, but if I let it grow out for 3 months, 4 months, and I know that's quite difficult to do when you have sister locks, but if your locks are matured like mine were, my locks were matured, I let it grow for about 3-4 months. Okay, so you take the 3-4 month grown out sister locks, and you should have a bunch of new growth. I literally took, I'm gonna just use for example, I literally took, let me zoom in. I'm so sorry. This is my first video, so bear with me. I literally took like 4, 5, 6 market locks. It depends. And I would feel like my scalp, I'd feel the new growth, and I feel like, this is dense enough to carry it. Because when you combine locks, something important to know is you want to make sure you're making the partings big enough to support the weight of your locks. So some of these, I have like 2-3 locks in them because I was, you know, wasn't sure it would support the weight of my locks. And then some of these, like, this is a big one. This is like probably 5 locks together. It's hard to explain this part, but you kind of have to feel and use your common sense. Sorry to say. So I would feel for it. You could kind of see how big my partings are. I mean, I have 55 locks in my head and I used to have 450. And I would feel how thick they are. And so this, for example, I think it's like 3 locks. I can feel it. And then from some in the back, they're like many more, like 4 or 5. But I would feel how thick they are. And then I would take human hair. And this is how I created my faux locks using synthetic hair. I would take human hair. So this is like, for example, I wish I had taped myself doing this. I was just so excited when I found when I figured this out. I didn't tape it, sorry. But I took like a few locks. I took human hair, little tufts of human hair. Maybe I'll do another video where I'm like kind of actually showing you with the hair. And I kind of just wrapped it around. It's called African threading. Go on YouTube, look up videos for African threading, and I would wrap it around. And I wrap it, and I wrap it, and I wrap it, and I wrap it. Look how natural this looks. This is 2 months. You can't tell me. People tell me they love my hair all the time, and I would wrap it. They could never know that I had trillions of locks on my head. And I'd wrap it, and then when you get to the end, so here's an end. You get to the end, and you just wrap, and you just take a crochet needle, and you go crazy, and you tangle it up at the end. And that's how I did it. And now it's 2 months like this, and I think it looks great. I haven't done a retwist, so I will have a video when I eventually do a retwist. I haven't done a retwist because I'm looking all over YouTube and I can't find a method that works with what I've done to my hair. But I've been it looks pretty neat because I've been taking loose hairs that are around the lock and just wrapping it. So I'm not actually doing the whole retwist with the gel and I'm not doing that yet. I'm letting my hair grow out till it's like a lot of new growth. and then I'll decide, because I may never retwist. So far, this method's working for me. I'm just literally taking extensions, and I'm just, not extensions, I'm taking my loose hair that's growing around my lock, and I'm just wrapping it. And it looks so neat. It looks neat. Without retwisting. Okay, I don't want this video to be long. So I'll show a couple pictures of what my hair used to look like when it was a bunch of microlocs. And it was beautiful. I love microlocs. I think they're beautiful. It's just the time, the expense. I mean, I started self-retying, and then that's when all hell broke loose. You can self-retie, but it takes hours. And then you're like not looking forward to retie days, which it's not great because you have to keep a schedule when you have microlocs. I'm sure there are plenty of videos telling you like what you're getting yourself into if you do microlocs. You can watch one of those. I don't have to explain. But yeah, this is what my hair looks like now. And I would say I love it. It's so easy. I literally do nothing. I like do nothing. It's just so easy in terms of maintenance. And I think it looks beautiful. And I think it looks super natural. And I like how full it looks again. I was really not liking the scalpy look that I was getting. I think it looks great. So maybe I'll do another video on how I actually did it with examples. Maybe. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody. I hope this helps somebody. I get a lot of help from YouTube, so I just thought to make my own little contribution. Thank you.